Hey guys, this is Crap Hunter and welcome to World of Tanks. Woo! In before me is a Jagdpanzer IV. Yes, we have the Jagdpanzer IV gracing us with its low, new word. That means low height. That's a very fancy word. I'm pretty sure some people out there will totally understand what I'm talking about. I don't, so you can translate for me. Anyway, so like I was saying, this is the Tier 6 German TD. I finally got my thumb out of my arse and actually got the damn thing. There was a deal going on, so why not? I've been doing a bit of spending, as you can tell, and I've had a couple of games in this. And this thing has terrible traversity. Just want to put that out to you guys. It has such terrible traversity, and what's worse, you can't do anything until you get those tracks. So, just a little heads up. That is a nightmare, but grab those tracks and you should be able to get over to the L70, because obviously you'll have grabbed it from the Storg. Now, on to the more exciting things. Let's have a few games in this tank. I'm currently going to try and grind my way up to the L56. Now, for those of you who are wondering, because if some of you out there who actually have paid attention to my series, if that was the case, thank you very much for paying attention. But if you are wondering, yeah, there was a tank, the VK361H. Any sound familiar? Ring any bells? Because that one has a L56. So what's the difference, you may ask? Well, the L56 I've got is, well, that I'm going to get for this tank is the TK, the team killing version, of course. No, the good God, I'm terrible today. Sorry about that. The tank destroyer gun. There we go. Awesome camouflage, by the way. That's the kind of camo I'd go for with this thing. Not with that flag, though. But yes, so that is the TD's version of it, and yeah, it's much better than that. So, it has a much better accuracy, faster firing rate, and, if I'm not mistaken, better aiming time. But of course, I've just got to get into the mindset of a TD again, because I've been spending so much time with only heavy tanks and medium tanks and stuff which has a rotatable turrets. Mr. Stug, give up your fight. Stop. Let the person go by. You're just pissing him off. I want to... Well, we'll see what happens. Their top tier tank is a KV-1S and an M6. And, oh, they've got a Jagdpanzer IV. So... Oh, come on, Mr. TD, just back away. I might also be getting that tank in the future. I really should find a legitimate reason to try and go for that T-34-85, because it's going on for a cheaps now, so I really should invest in getting something like that, shouldn't I? Oh shit, there's an SU-100. Take cover. SU-100 is quite a ferocious beast, I will say, but I'm going to advance slowly and silently. Probably not silently, but... Oh shit. There's an SU-85. My armor probably won't hold up against it, but the more shells I can put down range. How the hell did that bounce? Bang! Ooh, I don't think he has a fully upgraded tank, though. Oh boy. Critical hit, apparently. And knock his commander out there. One shot into the top. Good shot. Bang. Don't think he did anything. Bang. There's my worst fears. Bang. One more shot should do the trick. Bang. Sorted. Right, now I'm being shot at by him. Bang. Solid hit. I'm ricocheting most of the shots, which is nice. I'm holding up the enemy team now. This is brilliant. Bang. He's gone. The M7 is coming up with a derp gun. And we are currently being surrounded. Great. Ah! Whoa, lovely escape. Ah! What a clever driver. Ah, I'm down anyway. Anyway. Anyway, so I'm just going to cut recording and then I will see you in another match. So we did a fairly good job in destroying that enemy team. Although admittedly, we actually got probably, looking at it now, we probably got by on a capture. But that said, I was top player for our team, so clearly it was more of a case of we were extremely lucky that time, rather than us having any major help. But, you know, that said, can't odds it. The Jagdpanzer IV is definitely an effective tank. Looking forward to grinding through this thing a little bit more. And let's have a couple more games in this thing before we have to head off ski. This is definitely an upgrade from the previous one, not just by the treads, but also by tanking, because although the L70, which is the one I've got, currently on the Stug as well, it's actually very handy on most vehicles, because it's fast, it's accurate, and, you know, I mean, it works better on the Stug than it does on the Jagdpanzer IV, but then that said, I need to see what the other one, the L56 is like, so it swings and roundabouts. One day. So, the question is, what will be happening in this match? I'm going to head left or I'm going to head right? Time to roll out. Right, a lot of members are heading that way. I am going to take up defensive positions near the railroad line. Now, of course, the frontal armour of this thing isn't perfect, and I'm sure there's a fair amount of weaknesses that probably will be highlighted, but that said, let's see, which part of my tank is least exposed? I think the right-hand side just is exposed enough to make it... This tank isn't easy to work with. It makes it difficult. I mean, I can cover a good portion of my tank, but I couldn't possibly... Oh. Same hit points as my other tank. I'm gonna come running around the pond now. Oh, never mind. I'll just back away very slowly. Oh no, there's a Panzer IV. So aim. Should one shot. And hit them in the tracks. No. Got a turn. Another ricochet. And he's gone. So, a lot of damage. No kill. Which is a shame, but what's it? Right, dangerous thing to do, but given the fact that we have an opportunity to do this, stop. Oh, he's paying attention to me now. Aim, back off, back off, back off. Ooh, KV-1S, having a go. Oh shit. Ooh. Don't do that. Never do that as a tactic. I thought I could have a chance of knocking a shot into the side of the KV-1S. Is he looking at me? No, he isn't. Nice damaging shot to him. That's quite effective. SC-100 is coming along, so we have to be extra careful, especially that KV-1S player. That SC-100 player is going to go for the kill. Here he comes. Bang! And he's down. So a good solid damaging roll. Our forces on the right hand flank though have been completely annihilated. So that KV-1S has just taken a nasty hit, but I'm going to try and do what I can to help out that Wolverine player who is kind of screwed. No chance. Right, let's move up again. We've got 3 artillery players, and someone is already starting to cap. ELC, of course. We've already got someone trying to cap already. The SU-122A, watch out, we've got contacts over there, but... I'm gonna head them off. I don't think we'll win this one, I'm afraid. The SU-100 on our team, though, is doing an absolutely fantastic job. So kudos to that man. Oh, shit. Unfortunately, though, the VK... I'm getting damage, but I know I can I can kill him, hopefully. Oh, that son of a... Oh, he's going for the last shot. Oh, shit. Right, okay. This thing isn't really designed for what I'm doing. Really, if I wanted to do this, I should be either in a KV-1S, a KV-1 or whatever, doing whatever I can to stop the cap. But as desperate times calls for desperate measures... Oh shit, on our flank as well. Ah, shit. He doesn't have to do much now. Artillery player... Never mind. That guy is so dead, yeah. Oh well. I mean, you know, we did our best, but... Yeah, that guy was destroyed. Apparently that's... the... Oh, okay. Well, we did our best, and the SC-100 player on our team actually did a fantastic job of defense. Well done to that man. But unfortunately, it was not meant to be. See how be it though. We came third. That's not bad, considering I've got an L70 gun, and I'm having to use measures that really shouldn't have been used in those kind of games. I did pretty good as a TD. Don't know what kind of penetration this thing has, but 135. No, 150 pen. How much penetration do I get with the other one? 132. That said, though, you get much better damage, so it's kind of the same with the VK. How much is it going to be before I... yeah. That's going to be a while. But that said, you know, it's all good. I mean, once I get the Jagdpanzer, then... oh boy. That's going to be quite a struggle. And then when I get that, the 105... ah, you see, I lose my penetration. Once again, the L52 kind of comes at a price. 200mm worth of penetration. Or 203. Much better firing rate. Better accuracy, but aiming time is actually kind of worse off. So in a sense, it's kind of worth buying that gun and using it. Because then on the Ferdinand... yeah, that's a good call actually. Because if I get that gun... I won't have to worry about doing anything until I can grab that, which is 246 pen and very good damage. So at tier 8, to have a gun that can do that, it's very good. I mean, technically, well, technically you could get it from the Tiger P, but then a Tiger P is only so good. And go into the Ferdinand, and you have to go to that. You have to grind through that as well. And then the Jagdtiger is alright, does the job, but then it goes to that, which is alright, and 200 frontal armor. It's basically a much more powerful version of that, and that just has the highest penetration I've ever seen in my life, ever. Jesus Christ. Not as terrifying as the British top tier gun tank, though. That is by far the most terrifying thing I have ever seen. The gun, the tank itself is really weak, but when you see the kind of power that thing has... it's terrifying. So anyway, one more match, and then we shall go off into the battlefield once more to do other things. But definitely clutch braking for this thing. I've noticed that it's an immensely handy skill. Oh boy, we are screwed. That said, we're not that far up the chain. The Jagdpanzer is actually kind of, well, it's only just better than a T-71, but well, 100mm worth of gun. It's a fair price if you're in this kind of environment. And at tier 7, just thought that's perfect. It's only when you're at tier 8 that 200mm worth isn't as good. That's why that's probably is much better when you get the 128 edition of the gun. Ah yes, this is the more upgraded version of Veronica, or whatever the hell they call it. Oops, wrong way. Now, as I'm a TD, technically I should head over to the magical forest and start shooting from there. But I don't trust it. I'd rather be going over there, and I think I will go over there. So our top tier tankers are Carnarvon and 906, both of which are going with us. The Tiger II is for some reason falling back. Oh wait, no, I know what he's doing. He's going to wait for the... Clever man. Do we have artillery? Technically we don't have artillery, so there isn't really much of a reason to be worried. But it's better to be safe than sorry. I think this is the first time I've been on this map since patch 8.6. It's very different. I mean, obviously my computer regretfully isn't as good as I would like, but there's nothing you can do about that, save winning the lottery. Or robbing a bank, but then that's illegal, so... It's all formalities, of course. Don't actually rob a bank! Seriously, I'm joking about it. I know you probably won't, but there are some people out there who can be that dumb. I'm sorry, but the human race does have those people. It's like Darwin's kind of... He's mostly right, but there are those people who which he'd be like, right, okay, so did I put you at the 3rd stage of evolution or the 1st? Okay, so basically he's just keeping us spotted. He's not really going to engage. And what's the number run rule that you're breaking, Crap Hunter? Ooh, I wonder what. Technically, oh shit! It's a bird. You're safe. Do not worry. He's like, oh shit! It's a bird. Hello, 5916. Stand still for me. Ooh, top. Ah! Oh, I just died. Oh, there are people up there. Oh, okay. Yeah, this thing isn't... I need to practice with these things. Right, well, I'm going to have to call it on that one. Yeah, so... the first to die. Pretend there's a tank here. Yeah, that's the Jagdpanzer IV. There you go. It's a very good TD. Not as good as this beauty, but what can you do? Definitely going to be spending some time practicing with this thing in order to make it better and make it more... Well, to make it better and for it to stand more of a chance on the battlefield. However, it will take some time. But that said, I am on my way now to getting the Jagdpanzer und then the Ferdinand. And to be honest, getting the Jagdpanzer, if we can grind through the L56, if we can get the L71, that'll make my life a hell of a lot easier. And then, if I can get the 105 L52, that'll make everything just dandy. Especially at tier 7. To be honest, previously I thought that was a bad idea, because there is technically an L52 gun, but that was on the Tiger. And that is not good. But on a tier 7 tank, that'll probably be a sweet spot for the Jagdpanzer. The Jagdpanzer, I have a feeling, is one of those tanks which, although it isn't tiered very high and has not that much health, it is definitely going to be a remarkable force on the battlefield. And don't forget, it's slanted armour. So, with all that said, thank you very much for watching. I will replace it with a Stug, so you've got something to look at. If you like that kind of content, do let me know in the comments section down below. Subscriptions as well are greatly loved. Also, if you enjoy any other style of stuff, like for example campaigns of Total War-ness, I am running a Rome Total War campaign. Thoroughly enjoying it. I hope you guys are too. So if you enjoy World of Tanks and Rome Total War, feel free to check that out. I am going to try and introduce some variations of content as well, so it's not just solidly Rome and tanks. I might try and integrate other games. It may not be a permanent series thing. I might not be able to get them into a proper series. It depends on how they go and if or not I can actually do it. But that said, I will do what I can to make extra content available. So, with all that said, thank you very much for watching once again, and this is Crap Hunter signing out. Catch you later.